This is one of the last remaining war zones in the fight against the worst oil spill in U.S. history. As memories of the blast that triggered the disaster have faded over the last 6 months, Grand Isle, Louisiana is still reeling.
We're not living a normal life down here.
Seafood distributor Dean Blanchard's colorful quotes in the midst of the crisis made him a media sensation. Now, with his losses topping $2 million, even Blanchard is reaching his limits.
If the government would have got 10 of the smartest people in the world and they would have said, your only job is to destroy Dean Blanchard's business, they couldn't have did a better job than what BP did.
Too many here say the promises made by BP and the federal government are starting to ring hollow. They complain of a claims system that doesn't pay them fast enough. They feel abandoned by the same leaders who pledged to see that this region is fully restored.
The rest of the United States, now that the well's been capped, and the federal government for that matter, now that the well's been capped, want to say mission accomplished.
John Young is the newly elected president of Grand Isle's Jefferson Parish.
BP's trying to say out of sight, out of mind, but we have to stay in here and live with it.
In fact, seeing is not believing when it comes to whether or not there's still oil here. Because while the sands on the beaches of Grand Isle are clean, many people worry that there's actually a layer of oil buried several inches underneath.
Bad. I've never saw it this bad.
Byron Inclade doesn't need to see the oil that ravaged his oyster beds. All are now dead or dying.
Whatever crude oil is around them that have sunk, whatever dispersant that's mixed in with that crude oil that's on the bottom, it's going to stay there. That oyster can't get away from it.
Inclade wants to replant his beds, but like Blanchard wonders what toxins still remain in the water.
The only thing we can hope for is that Mother Nature got a way of cleaning it up on its own, because BP's not doing the job.
6 months after the explosion, people here are looking at years more of recovery. Already, they fear, they're on their own. Jason BRONIS, The Associated Press, Grand Isle, Louisiana.